Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn with me. Today we are discussing the C Sharp and .NET Lab framework exercise number 4 from part A. So let us move on directly to the program. So write a VB program to find GCD and LCM of two numbers. So here you have to find out the GCD. GCD is greatest common divisor and LCM of two numbers. GCD is equal to HCF, as well as you have to find out the CM of two number which are entered using the text box. They are asking to input through the text box and display the resulting label. Okay, so that's why we need two labels for enter the values. To text box are needed to enter the values and result should be displayed on the label. So also we are inputting the validate such as empty input, non-numeric and negative integer. This is already we tried in first program. Same validation we have to apply here itself. So let us move on to the design. Click on new project. So click on OK. So let's try to drag the properties. Is drag this graphic window because we need to insert the toolbox properties, that is components. So according to the program we need a label. This label is used to enter the first number, and one more label used to enter the second number. And next, two text boxes needed. In front of this label we are inserting the text box. Drag it here. Copy this text box and paste it. This is another text box. Yes, next, one button is needed for displaying the result. So one button. Already we inserted the button. Next, again two labels to find out the result of GCD and LCM. Okay, copy this label, paste it. Yes, this is the label 3 for GCD and label for LCM. Again, two more label. That is used to find the result of LCM and GCD. Okay, only this much of properties or controls we needed for this program. So let us change the name of label 1. Text, not the name. Change the text of the label 1. Enter first number because there are two numbers, right? Enter the first number. The second label is enter second number. Okay, at the same time you have to change the name property of label. Change it as LBL 1. And for here LBL 2. Change LBL 2. Here already insert two text boxes. Here nothing we change in the text property, only we are changing in the name property. TXT num1, that is for number 1. Yes, another text box is used to store TXT number 2, and again next to the button name we need to change BTN disk. BTN disk is button name, as well as we need to change the text property of the buttons, that is display. And next, change the text as GCD. And next, again is we need to change the label name of label 3, that is LBL3. Again change this name property as label, that is LBL4, or keep as it is label 4, it is also okay. So next change this LCM, front of this displaying the LCM. So these two labels are used to display the result of LCM as well as GCD and LCM. GCD is equal to HCF and LCM equal to lowest common method. Or we can say it as GCD is when we are finding the two numbers GCD, we have to take the greatest common factors of these two numbers and find the LCM of these two numbers. We are taken least common multipliers of these two numbers. Okay, so let us try to write the code for this program. Yes, double click on display button. Okay, it appears the code design. So here button disk. Before that, inside this button we need to write or check it if write the validation txt1 dot text txt1 text mo1 dot text equal to null, or txt num2 dot text equal to nothing. Okay, then message box should be displayed as because there are two conditions, so we are forward to insert bracket, then message box displayed as enter input. Please enter inputs. This is first condition, and this is invalid empty input. Again one more condition, that is else if not is numeric of txt num1 dot text and is numeric of txt num2 dot text then what is the message box? Message box is please enter number, please enter numeric values only, or else we are checking for a positive negative input. Suppose you are entering the negative input, we have to before that we need to declare the two variable. So that variable should be storing the values from the text box as a as integer. Okay, store the values and retrieve it from convert it to integer because it is defaultly in the format of text. Txt num1 dot text. Yes, again dim b as integer equal to convert text input to integer from txt num2 dot text. Okay, now we are comparing, that is whether you are enter the negative values or not. If you are enter the a value is less than 0 or b is also less than 0, then message box as please enter positive number. Please enter positive number, or else display the result in label 5. Display the result in label 5 dot text equal to gcd of, we are not written this function, later we'll try again, label 6 dot text equal to LCM of a comma b. Okay, let us try to write the procedure for this later to find out the GCD and LCM. Now after this ends up, we are writing one more procedure, that is public function, that is procedure name, function keyword. We are calculating GCD bracket by value reference by val a as integer, and as well as by b as integer, and next close the function. And here if a equal to 0 or else a equal to 0 or a equal to 0, and again we are trying or else keyword to compare between the two numbers. Suppose we enter the values inside a and b as 0, either a or b, so it should be written the result as 0. If both the values are 0, the result is also set to 0. Next, otherwise return the calculation of LCM so here we are calculating LCM, not GCD, so just change the function name as LCM. Okay, so now here calculate, return the result. Suppose if both the values are 0, it returns the result is 0, otherwise it returns the calculation of LCM. Okay, C int of bracket a star, this is the formula to calculate LCM, okay, divided by GCD of A comma B. GCD of A comma B. So this is error. Why? Because we are not declared the GCD function procedure. So now one more function is needed, that is calculation of GCD. So just give the name of the method. Declare the method as public function change the function name is GCD bracket by value reference, again A as integer comma by val reference, again we are taking the value B as integer plus. So these in function should return the integer value, because here the function should return the value here. So that value is on the format of integer. Okay. Yes. Now writing the code for this procedure. Again, if A is less than 1 or B is less than 1, A is less than 1 or B is less than 1, then if both the value is less than 1, it should throw an exception, that is throw new argument exception as A or B is less than 1. This is one type of error message, that is exceptional error. This is one type of exceptional error. So here this not end with the semicolon, we throw the error. So now if the error occurs, otherwise here is also declare the two variable, that is large as integer, because we are finding the greatest common divisor. That's why we need to divide into two variable, large and small, as integer equal to math function dot max. It returns the maximum value of this A and B and storing into large. Again one more variable small, this is also in the format of integer, and it should be stored in the retrieve the minimum value from A and P and storing into the small variable. So now declares two variable, large and small, that value is retrieved from maximum of A and B and minimum of A and B. So now one more variable needed was to find out the remainder. So in the formula of GCD, it consists of find the division method. That's why we are finding the remainder here. Integer equal to 0 initially. So do the following. We have to apply do loop. Set remainder of large mod small. Find out the mod of large divided by small, as well as set small to large. Assign the smallest value and storing into the large variable. Again a small variable, a remainder can store onto the large when it is possible. If while This is structure of do while loop. Small not equal to 0. Okay, the condition is if the small is not equal to 0, then this loop will be repeating. If it is set to 0, it return another value. Okay, suppose this loop continuously repeating, otherwise it return large value. If it is equal to 0, it returns smaller element as a GCD, otherwise it returns largest element. Okay, so let us trace out this function. If a is less than 1 and b is or b is less than 1, then you have to throw the exception error, a or b is less than 1, or else we need to find out the GCD. Okay, that's why we are applying this formula. Sorry, this do while loop. Inside the do while loop, we are finding the mode of this large and small and storing into inside R. Suppose your small value is not equal to 0, then only this loop will be repeating. Otherwise, it returns which is the largest element. That value, maximum element, will be storing inside the large variable. Okay. Suppose small is not equal to 0, it calculates the mod of large divided by small, and again the smallest element will be storing inside large, and remainder will be storing inside small. Okay. So how many times this loop will be repeating based on your R is dim, R initially set to 0. When this condition become false, small is equal to 0, exit from the loop. When it is set to 0, it is automatically exit from the loop. So okay, let us try the execute this program. Yes. Okay, we have to enter the two numbers. Let us try with the inputs of find out the LCM and GCD of 36 and 60. Yes, value. So what is GCD? You have to find the GCD, the greatest common divisor of 36 and 60 is 12. How? That is the greatest common divisor of 36 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, as well as the greatest the factorization. Using the factorization method, we are retrieving the value of 36 as 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, and another 60's factors are 2 into 2 into 3. So here the greatest common divisors are 2 into 2 into 3 only. That's why the GCD is 12. Again we are finding the LCM, that is the lowest common multiplier from this both the numbers 36 and 60 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Okay, so multiply it, we will get the result 180. Okay, so this is the exact result. Okay, so suppose during the compile time this label is visible here. So let us invisible the label in the form. Double click here. Yes, label 5 dot visible equal to false. Okay, as well as label 5 dot visible equal to false. Okay, and when it is visible, when it calculates GCD as well as LCM. So let us show the function here. Let's call it label 5 dot visible equal to true, label 6 dot visible equal to true, visible equal to true. Yes, save and again run. Find out the GC and LCM of 12 and 8. So GCD of 12 and 8 will be 4 and this LCM will be 24. Yes, see here at the runtime it is visible. Okay. So here we are finished with exercise 4. If you like this video, please share, subscribe and press the bell icon, and thank you for watching.